So talk to me about that experience, because you actually overcome one of the best fighters of all time as well in Bernard
Right.
Hopkins. So how did you work through that fight? Because you changed tactics during the fight, and
Right.
it does
Well,
get
it was a funny thing. I always, especially with Chad, because of his skills and his height and his southpaw, I always say use your boxing skills first. And chances are that's going to be enough. That's going to be the right road to go down. If it doesn't work, we'll do something else. But your skills should carry you. Now, in the beginning of that fight, the way I saw it, I thought we were winning early on. The first 3 rounds, I thought we were winning. We were ahead. We were fast. Around the fifth, I've never watched it again, so I'm just guessing. Around the fifth round or so, I said, okay, things are switching a little. Chad's still winning, but it looks like Bernard's starting to get a little closer. He's inching his way closer. So I believe it was after the sixth round, going into the seventh. I'd have to look at it to be sure, but I think that was the round. And I said to Chad, I remember saying to him, okay, everything I told you before going into this fight, forget what I said. Change your strategy. We're going to go right to him. I want you to put your hands up. I want you to go right to him. I want you to bully him. I want you to attack him. Because I felt like Bernard was starting to figure it out, and we had to throw the monkey wrench in the tire, in the wheel, and mess everything up. Because if we kept going like we were going, my gut feeling was that Bernard was going to close the distance and he was going to catch us with something, with Chad being patient. So I feel like once we changed the strategy, I thought we won the rest of the fight going away. I thought we won it pretty clearly after that point. So that was I didn't really think about it. I didn't think of any kind of risk, but looking back, if that was not the right strategy, I would have been blamed for it, because I made the switch. So it was a calculated risk, but more so now as I look back on it, it was a pretty big risk. But at the time, I didn't even think of it. I just told him change everything, just go to him and go get him, and it worked out.
So this adjustment of changing everything and going towards Hopkins, flooding him, so to speak. Is this a strategy specific to Bernard Hopkins, or would you apply that strategy to anyone who fights like Bernard Hopkins in the Philadelphia
I
sort
mean,
of the
to
shelter?
Bernard in particular, I felt like Chad's size. Chad was big. Chad was a big light heavy, and I just felt like Chad was able to do those type of things. Be physical. He showed in the first fight when he put his forearm under Bernard's chin. I just felt in that particular instance on that particular night that was going to be the right strategy. Now if the fight was going differently, if it was a different day, maybe not. Maybe we would have done something else. But in that exact moment, I felt like that was what we needed to do.
Chad, listen. You're better when you put the punches together and you take it to him a little bit, right? We're going to have to wear this guy down, all right? On the outside, you're waiting a little too long. You hear me? You got to make that adjustment. Now, look, you are ready to do it. You hear me? I've seen you train, and I've seen a million other guys train. You are ready. There's nothing for you to hold back. You hear me? Listen, you got to work. Get all that reserve out of you. Let's get it. Because, look, he does not like the exchanges. He does not like it. You hear me? Hands up, both hands to the body. And, look, the main thing is when we break you, you be the first one back, all right?